Good morning, everybody. So, what I'm doing is going through my Spellbinders kit and Caboodle. And this is the Stitch Die of the Month, and it's a sunflower, and you can do the stitching. But I just want you to know you don't have to stitch it. And I know a lot of you love to do the stitching. It's just hard on the videos for me to do stitching. I don't pause my videos, so it would be you watching me do stitching for however long it took, and I just feel like that's too much. So we're going to do this without the stitching, and I'm going to show you that if you want to stitch, of course it's going to make it much more intricate and detailed and beautiful, and but we're going to do it with the dies. All these outline dies is what we're going to use, and we're going to make this beautiful sunflower. All right, so I pulled out of my scraps, and like some of these papers, you look and you think, really, that was a scratch? That was a scrap. That's why some of our scraps are big and not really scraps. And so, oh, you know what? I wanted a little more difference in the two. That might be too much difference. Okay, I'll stick with what I got. All right. So I'm thinking also this should be a pretty quick video. I could be wrong, but I am thinking that it's going to be pretty quick. Now I'm going to do two of these, one in each of these colors. So is it worth it to save this after we cut it out? I don't know. I need to cut a little bit of it off. This color is good for like beaks and stuff like that. So for that, yes, then we don't have to cut into, a bigger piece to get those little tiny pieces. But sometimes is it worth it to save it? I don't know. I'm looking at the color thinking it is a perfect color for beaks. So I think I will cut, I don't know yet. So there's the first one. Now I need the second one. I don't know, I always consider Spellbinders and Diamond Press to be kind of the same. The quality is always good and stuff. They're not the same company, but it always seems like the Spellbinder stuff usually will fit through the marquee, and so it seems like I'm always using their products together. Not always, but a lot. Okay, so there is our flower, and you just offset it. So I am going to go ahead and glue these together. I have started doing that, and then I don't lose the pieces, so it's a little better. There we go. There's my little sunflower. All right, and I need a center. So for that, and in their picture they show a really dark brown. I'm gonna use this kind of reddish brown color. I thought it looked like it would look really good. And all these pieces I'm using, they all came out of my scraps. Okay. There's not a lot of dies on this set, so it makes it really easy to put it together, to put it back on. They're good sized dies instead of a bunch. And I think that's pretty normal with the stitched dies. So if you like larger dies, so there we go. I had some spots where the light's coming through. And if I just kind of adjust this, I'm getting rid of that. There we go. Okay. So there's the sunflower, and we can, you know, shape this a little bit if we want. I'm just using my fingers. I'm not doing a lot of shaping because sunflowers really, they do have shape, but just, they're pretty, what's the word? Neat flower. Usually, especially the big ones, I think anyways, they appear to be that way to me. So for the greenery, I chose this color. I wondered about this color, but then I thought that was too bright, so I chose this color. And we can run these three through the same time, I think. You can tape them. I think I got room for them to be far enough apart that I'm all right. Get it in there. There we go. All right. Let me see where this long stem, oh, it was all the way, it was up here. See, I should have realized that, and I would have never realized that. I like that we got two separate leaves. All right. How long do you want your stem? That is up to you. You see, I got mine all the way to the edge. I guess I like a longer stem. They got them going down. So it's going to be like that. All right. Let me get this off of here. Blue is a good color. They got a blue background and I like that. It looks like a good color. What am I pulling out? All greens. Oh, that's silver. Let me see. What color is this? Oh, that should be a really pretty blue. Okay, let me see. Heart Lake. I think this calls for 4x6. Oh, it's going to be a little big for a 4x6. A little long. So I guess I should shorten my stem. There we go. I guess that's going to determine. All right, let me cut this. I don't think the leaves can go on until I'm putting it down. I like this off-white color, kind of matches with the yellow a little better than white would have. Okay, 4x6. Now they roughed up their edges and it looks really pretty. It does. I'm gonna end up losing a leaf, aren't I? I feel it. We may end up with a one leaf sunflower. Okay, so 4, and I need to find the straight side here. I know it has a straight side. So 4, and I want to come down a little bit. I think that's a 1/4 inch right there. I came down. Yep. By 6 and come down that 1/4 inch. And okay, so you probably wonder why I flipped my card base, and I'll explain it to you. When I open it from here, the card base feels even. When I opened it from here, this feels a little bit longer, so it feels like this is supposed to be the back. So I flipped it. It was that simple. That was all there was to it. This paper here is really thin, and I'm thinking that I probably should use tape. Just because it is really thin, you know. Let me do something here. I got some green topaz, water reactive. I am gonna do the edge. I'm gonna edge this. I mean, copy paper. The only reason is theirs is roughed up. This looks really neat and tidy. And I'm thinking it just might be a little too tidy. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of edging on it just to add something. And I did the green just because there's green in the card and it felt like that would be okay. Okay, so it's just not quite as neat looking, right? It gives it a little bit of, I don't want to say grunge, but a little more. Just not quite that neat looking now. All right, so how to go there? So see, it's really not even that noticeable, but it just adds something. And I don't know if it's noticeable on the camera or not. It's just a little different, just a touch. I'm gonna use tape. Maybe it's not as thin as I thought. I'm gonna go ahead and use the tape. Well, I thought I was. The only thing is with the tape, you got no play, so if it's not right, you're kind of stuck with it. But that just barely fits. It could come off. It can come off just because you have it matted. That way does not mean that you can't come off. But look at this. This is going to have to be shortened. Or I can move it. And see, where's the other leaf? I knew it. Are y'all yelling at me? Telling me where it's at? And I'm the only one that doesn't know. This leaf needs something also. It all kind of is a little. See, this is why I say if it's stitched, you know, it's there's more to it, but I can't believe I lost that leaf. Well, I did. And I said I had a feeling I was going to be. Oh, my Alexa's going off and she needs to not go off. I'm sorry, I have to do it. I'm gonna have to tell it to stop. Alexa, stop. Okay. At least I gave you a little bit of warning there. I'm not happy with this sunflower. It's just too bland. I don't know if this is going to ruin it, but we're going to... no, don't do it. Does it look better? Maybe. Maybe I should have just inked the edges or something. All right, let me glue this down. Oh, there's the other leaf. Look at that. That's great. Whoever does that happen to. Does that ever happen to anybody else? I just don't know. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Now this needs a little green on it. There we go. So I know the stem was curved more than that. And I straightened it. Look at me trying to draw. I should know better. What did you guys, what did y'all do for craft day? Did anybody buy anything? There was some really cute stuff. I bought one thing. I was so proud of myself. I bought the peacock set from Diamond Press. And that was it. And everything was so cute. And I wanted to. And I tell you what I said to myself. I said to myself, okay, you think that would make a perfect card for whoever. But then who else are you going to use it for? And is one card for whoever worth $25? You know, because it seemed like most of the sets, the die sets and stuff were like around $25, you know, like that. And that's what I kept telling myself. So yeah, that's perfect for so-and-so. But is one card for so-and-so worth $25? And so, yeah, that's what I did. That's how I did it. Okay, so I am going to use this brown, reddish brown, for the shadow layer of the sentiment. See why sometimes you just don't know about keeping those little pieces in, you know, you will use them, but is it worth keeping them for that? And look at this. This is even smaller. And this is just going to use there. There we go. So let me get my key back down. What did I do with the folder? I don't think this is the same folder. Oh well. It just has to work. So, you know, I got the Illusion film kit. So I ordered a little craft iron. And we're gonna, from Amazon, they're really reasonable. So I ordered it. And it's supposed to come sometime today before 10 p.m. So when it comes, we will try out the ironing of the Illusion film. Okay, this is going to go in the trash. I'm just going to do thanks. I'm not going to do so much. I'm just doing thanks. That's the sentiment that came in it. Oh, they just used a thanks also. On their card, it just says thanks. That's pretty good. Oh, this is upside down. So that's going to be tough, right? This says sticky dots. So let's see. These are those black ones, huh? I know those black ones didn't work. I was supposed to go back and check the white ones, and I never did. And I don't see the white ones. I know my little granddaughter could have them over there. Because I'm not even seeing that little card that's supposed to. So it's, yeah, it's somewhere with her stuff. I can't really see it, so I'm going to pick it up and there we go. There, I think that's cute. I love the die set. I really do. I just got to figure out a way to ramp it up a little bit without the stitching. I need to try stitching and maybe I can just show you what it looks like but not do it on a video. It's just that it's, like I said, you don't want to, I just make it a point that I would do not pause and do things that you don't see, because I always wonder when I see other people and they come back and it's, done or whatever, and I think, well, you're not showing us. Did you have any problems or not? And, I know most people are honest. But, so the story is, and you've probably heard me say it a million times, so when the pandemic hit, and I said, okay, I'm going to do paper crafting, and I hadn't done paper crafting in years. And I said, okay, I'm going to do paper crafting, and I started watching things, a lot on Crafter's Companion. And they were doing all this stuff, and it was so amazing and beautiful, and I'd buy the set, and I'd get it home, and I'd try to do it, and I couldn't get it to work, and nothing worked for me, and if you thought, how, everybody else can do it, and I can't do it. And then I thought to myself, maybe everybody else can't do it. Maybe there are other people out there like me that are having a little bit of trouble with it. So I'm just going to video me doing it and put that on YouTube. And so if other people aren't successful, they don't feel like they're alone. And so I said, I'm not ever going to edit or pause or whatever. They're going to see it all the way through. And that's why my channel is the way it is. And that's why even when I mess up, you see it, because that's the whole point. But, this is pretty simple, right? This was simple. You've seen it, though. I have glue, so I'm going to have to get that glue eraser out and get the glue out. And I am amazed. That glue eraser amazes me. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me, and y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.